Hi. Okay. Previous weeks, I needed to do some engine manipulations, which you guys saw me do a lot of testing and manipulating the engine. Today, our work with the engine is done. Actually, done last week. We did whatever manipulation we needed here for the program to function properly. So what I need to do is actually to complete virtual stream deck part. So if I remember correctly, I needed data about editing. I had to make editing a thing. Okay, so if I remember correctly, so here's the tool exit part. Okay, this is function for the pages. I'm kinda suspecting YouTube for something. Give it time a little bit. Because as I should, because yep. It's okay. I don't need to test it more. So okay, so switch F chooser type EG. First, okay. So I wanted to say this should be out of that place, but no, it's okay. So now so what the hell we should do? Type EG C box, right? So when we want to edit this thing, edit trigger, right? We casually choose F chooser, but before that, so type show 0, type okay. So what we need to do is that type show C box property so what is our property name here? Type EG. So property type EG dot to integer. Okay, so if it's saved properly, you should get a 0 out of that. Okay, so that should do it, right? So then if I remember, into file chooser, type show at this thing. It has init type, it showed. Okay. Oh, we had an init clear, right? I remember that I should have done something. I could not remember what. So now fchooser1 is connected to what exactly, right? So we want to follow it one by one to find it, right? So fchooser1 is finished, it goes to VST edit, which is here, right? So beside the saves file, this is the last part that we need to configure. This is the only last part. So first, at the end of this function, before enabling this, we want to clear all the things we had at the initialization we had in fchooser, right? So what do we edit here? Oh yeah, we need to flexibilize another part as well, the trigger of the buttons. I get to that. Okay, so init clear. So at the end we do the clearing. So if fchooser empty, okay, this is the button naming and everything. This should be like this. Okay, if fchooser is one empty, sit one. What exactly sits? Oh, wait a minute. I may need to change something in file chooser as well. So okay, so okay, we probably need to make it dynamic a little bit. Oh, we are in the VSC, for fuck's sake. So not the entire solution, current document. So we have presets T name, T icon, T address. So we probably okay. And this is a save for MP3 as well. So MP3 and WAV. So it cannot do anything else beside that. File check. Okay, so okay. I understood what's happening here. Yes, I need to add something else to it as well. So another thing, Q push button get address. How the hell am I recognizing what type of address I need? Based on this. Right. So I need to change this function a little bit. I need to add so many things to this function. Okay. But how to do it? How to do it to be exact? So these signals here aren't exactly making any number for me to be able to do that. So I need to take some additional steps. Unless so cancel accept. So what is cancel accept? Oh, the buttons of OK and cancel, both of them. Makes sense. Okay. What to do with you guys? So, find if you go to parent of the sender, find children label 2W string. Holy shit, this is super optimized based on one string. This needs to be changed as a whole. Because just this would not help us anymore. Okay, so for now, how to recognize what we need to check for, right? How to recognize that? Because if we are only I can do multiple functions, but I rather have one function in one address rather than multiple RAM addresses that point to multiple RAM functions. I have rather to have a switch here that decides on what to do. Hello, Saber Wolf. Please don't flip the table. I need the table. Okay, so as I too late, the table has been flipped. Yeah. At least eat it though. That would be fun. Can you eat it? Okay. So, as I was saying, I'd rather have a switch here than multiple functions in multiple RAM addresses. So, the best way that I can think of it is to give, which is an idea I come up with and on the spot, is that at the end of this initialization of the layer, we probably need to do something, right? Some of these connections needs to go like here, right? Because this is going to be, these are shared between all switches. I didn't have made all the cases yet, but hey, we got something. So now we get file check and this. So what we're going to share, another share thing is that cancel exception buttons going to have a property, right, that we recognize based on that property. So property change to type G, type group, then we straight up bring this down. So now the sender here has an ID. So we can put all of this into a switch, right? Switch sender property type G to integer. Okay, then we bring down here, right? So this would be case 0. If it's the case 0, we would do this. This should be okay. Yep. So now we can add function type to this file check. We need add function type to address check, get address check. Then we probably need to change our save file. Probably that's our only changes here. Okay, so first, this is a horrible way of recognizing, but I thought of scaling this part because I would have gone another way. I can see from the way I coded here before. So I thought I need to scale it at this point. That's good to know. That's a good rule of thumb. But this is a horrible way to handle it. And I probably knew it when making this function. So we need to change and overhaul into this part of it. This is okay. this should be this way, because if it's empty, it should be able to cast into something else if the name wall is empty, which this one is okay, but these ones are horrendous. I need to change this. Okay, so what we are having, the button, the virtual stream deck button, was only for MP3 playing sound, right? So it was only checking for sound. Now that we are adding multiple functions to our virtual stream deck, it needs to check for multiple things based on what type of function we are adding. And this is for the icon part, so we need to keep this same. Only this needs to be changed. Okay, so so we need to switch for this as well, because later on the function gets too high. It would all either gets else if, or a switch, right? So we need a switch, clearly. So how do we recognize it? This is how do we do. So I keep this part, but this part turns into a switch. The way we do that is the same thing. Actually, now that I think about it, I can do it another way. So, okay. So what other buttons are added here? So get add. It's either icon add or add. What the hell of button that? What's that naming? So add sound. So all of add's going to change to add sound. And part of my mistake is that add, as a horrible naming as it is, it's in header file. So there it is. I don't need you anymore. We need to make it dynamically. Now, so we go here. The line that we get error for. So Q push button. It should be a RAM address. And there we go. Okay. It's just pointer. The good thing with Qt pointers is that if you delete one of the parents, it would delete the child. So I don't need to worry about, like, I have food that I can possibly could put, I don't know, what do you call it? Memory leak here, but okay. So now out sound. Probably there's a better way to do it, but for now I do it with set property type G and 0, right? So here now, instead of this, we go based on switch. And that's, we need to check existence of, before that. Okay, for now we go for the switch. I will say what I have in mind. So, sender, property type G dot to integer, right? Then this would be case 0, which now we need something to filter this. So I could keep else, right? So since this is from switch, so here we have a cursed combination of else if and switch. I promote if any if any programmer is in views or viewing, they would scream at me for this function. Because there's so many, it's such a rare situation to have else if with switch in the same fucking nested situation. What we ball? Okay. So now, so it's either the name or it's we need to get, it's a switch type of situation, right? So this was based on assumption that it was either of one of those two. Now file empty return else. So oh, okay, this is okay, this is actually okay. I just need to keep my UI structure fairly same. That's all I need to do. Okay. So this has been customized as flexibilized as well. Just one quick test of buttons and everything, and then we move to the next part, because technically it should not affect anything yet. Everything has the same function. It's just that I'm worried that I'm deleting the wrong thing here, like here, right? So I need to test for that. So we wait until it, well, hallelujah, it got built. So now there we go. 1 kilobyte increase. Okay. So now what do we get here? Okay. So virtual stream deck. Okay. Now the second time I was worrying about this. I was worried about this. Okay. Stop. Now changes that we need to do here. First, you go out of this place, go to initialization of the object, right? Second, we don't delete the main layout here and replace it with another main layout. So now, what are its childs? So we straight up delete the child. So we make a for loop for integer I equals 0, I less than this dot children dot size I plus plus. I probably need to do this qt so only we need to find the direct children, not the indirect children. So give me a little bit time. Find children. Q, as long as they are Q object, right? Now dot size, not even Q object, Q widget. But we need a pointer dot size. And now we can, if I bring out the Qt documentation, find children. Okay. So find children. Yeah. Yeah. Qt find direct children only. I don't remember this syntax. Okay. So now we delete. We find the same thing, but now we delete I. That should do it. Better put this into parentheses in order for us to not delete the object we are currently in by accident. I know compiler is not that dumb, but never know. You never know. Okay. So okay. Now if I bring, yeah, I know, thank you very much. So virtual stream deck. Damn it. Okay. Okay, so either way, it means we are deleting the wrong things. Or maybe that loop is not looping. So for that to find out, Oh. Oh. Now I'm recognizing a part of why it is not working. It should technically work, but it should not delete all of them. It should not delete all of the pointers. Question mark, question mark. So let's see. No, it have deleted nothing. It have deleted nothing. Okay. So what am I doing here is that I find Q group boxes. So I can limit it to that. Right? So now if I do that, it's probably going to bug out at one of the points and definitely going to error. I'm like kind of prepared for erroring out, but we will see. So oh, come on. Come on. Where did we call the init clear to begin with? Maybe we're not calling it the right place? So, tool exit. Right, so this finished goes to tool exit, and that's part of the bug. We need to clear it every damn time. Okay. So now, if I test it, I should get something else, probably. Ah, progress. Progress. So, first, I expected this one to not get deleted because there's a flaw in my logic. Okay, so first thing first. I probably should change it to Q widget again, because Q group boxes are derived from Q widget. So technically, compiler should recognize both at the same thing. So one thing only should not have been deleted. One or a couple of things. We will see. I expect it to not get deleted. It probably would get delete some random part of the memory, but meh. So that's okay. Again, I expected it to not delete a couple of parts of it. So the good news is that the Q widget worked, right? Now I need to make my logic good. So Q list, it's from Q widget, pointer of Q widgets. We call it main W equals to. So this whole thing gives a queue list, returns a queue list. That's why I gave dot size and index located it here, right? So now I put this size here and delete that index of it to be specific. Now it should work correctly, unless I did something wrong. So, okay. Now let's give this a test. Stop. Okay. It works perfectly fine. Okay. So technically, add button functions other than playing audio, adding functionality for everything of the buttons. We're done with this, right? Changing save file to remember button functions. So now VST save. Save VST? Yep, save VST. Sorry for disappearing, there's so much work. Welcome back, Indas. No problem at all. I'm just happy that you could handle your works. I couldn't word my words properly, for God's sake. Okay, so first I need to change this part to, by the way, how have you been, Indas? So this with the upgrades that the plugin going to be about radiation for physics lesson. How radiation? You know that my major is math and physics, right? I've been busy, but I'm happy because I'm productive. That's my casual everyday today. Busy but happy. By the way, should I show it? Frick it. Let me show you this. So if I get here, proj view render I, what was the part that was calculating? It's not proj view, it's buckets, backplay, main, plane view, points, render, saver. It was in the math project. Probably it is in vector 4D. I remember I optimized it in for the definite Armenian good enough. I can send you the video on Discord. You can. I know. Oh, this is the thing. So, if you didn't know, my major was math and physics. So this is a formulation that I have worked on for like 1 month or something. I'm publishing a paper on it. I'm still debating with journals. But the good part is that almost nobody doesn't understand what this formulation is supposed to be. So I can really show it. But probably can cause doxing of me later on. Either way, this is the formulation. This is a vector in this is calculation of a vector in a space. So, going back here. By the way, I know Armenian good enough. I studied in Armenia, so you can send me if you want. Actually, I know I can read and write in Armenian. I just written to you in English because preventing other people for translating it. I know all lessons good enough so I can survive in this field. I'm professional in art. Oh, your profession is in art? What type of art, to be exact? So, this is supposed to represent a version of VHelp that the save file changes. Until you respond, I am continuing. You can happily continue with your writing and I will answer. So, this is supposed to show the current version of VHelp that the save file have changed. So now we are changing the save file. It was 0.3.3. It is 0.4.5 because with the additional functions that I draw and write poems, a sculpture, music, basically all aspects of art, but the best is drawing. Interesting. Does that include acting? Because I know in Armenian education system acting counts as art, but I don't know if that's have been included in your profession or not. So, I'm creating videos, so technically that's acting. I mean, it's half true, half not. Creating video is not necessarily acting. But yeah, from one point of view, if you get too much deep into it, it would count as acting. Interesting. But I didn't know that Armenian education system are using my charisma. But that's actually interesting for me because I didn't know Armenian education system has a part that has all like arts in it. I knew how the art gets divided in Armenian education system, but I didn't know it has a like major that has all arts in it. I didn't know that. That was a new information for me. So, I'm going to a special school. Kojoyan Art School. Kojoyan Art School. Kojoyan Art School. Kojoyan. Why that name is so familiar to me? Isn't that near the Chinese college? Like, also I'm going on Tumo lessons. Tumo does make sense, but Kojoyan, I think that's near the Chinese university in What was that area called? It's if I'm not wrong, it's Kojoyan is near Zarab Akbiyor, isn't it? The creator is Jakob Kojoyan. Wait a minute. Jakob Kojoyan. Why that part? That name is so familiar to me. That's why. It's near Roshama. I have passed by it like too many times. That explains it. Okay. So, the whole previous reading function it's going to get copied to we make up a new function here. Where is it? VST. So void read VST 33. Oh. So, actually, I'm kind of interested in what type of drawing you have in those. That's interesting. Because you said that your favorite in art is drawings. Took off my hand. Did you ask something? I said I'm interested in what type of drawings you have because you said drawing is your favorite part. So why do we help? Read VST 330. So they are also interesting to me because again, you said your favorite part. I will send you when I at home. Oh, you're not? Okay, based on you saying that you have done a video of physics and you're on your way to home, I can guess that you just done with your classes. I have some on my phone. Oh, you can do that. Which one is more easier for you? Which one is easier for you? So we don't need this version check in this part because we already have checked the version. By the way, we probably need a IFS stream for this as an argument. So now old file. So we just don't need this, and we replace the whole file thing with old file because we are reading the file, the save file here. I should make some changes to it, but this would be good enough. Okay. No, I did my video yesterday when I was at home. Ah. Interesting. That's interesting. Okay. So my video happened to be after your video. Okay, so this would be 045. We make it into a switch. Receiver. That's what I call the hand of destiny. Video got finished yesterday, and I happened to stream today. So, case 033. What we do for case 033 is that we call VHelp, we call read the VST 330 with argument of our file. Oh, it doesn't accept that. Then return. I sent you 2 of my arts on Discord. Do you want me to show them on a stream or not? Because I definitely should put my Discord on the second monitor. So, case 045. You just continue. But break default any, which is any value other than these. Default. You can, it's not a problem. Okay. So oh. Good perspective, by the way. I can see perspective lines. But you have a specific type of a style that I cannot wrap my head around it. So, why cannot pass this file? So what is the error that I'm getting? I use different styles. Yeah, but I can't see a common theme between of them. Some of them. Like the way you draw characters are almost the same. So I can't say, or the way like these lines have been drawn with these lines. These lines are like double lines, but the thickness and like the way they happen are the same as these lines. So I can say they are kind of in the similar style. My Discord had an update. I think on every stream I have something needs to update. So I wanted to pass this as a function, as a variable, but for whatever reason 80 cannot be friends. It is a deleted function. What do you mean deleted function? Interesting, I didn't see it myself. But I'm a 3D artist, because that's why my eyes kinda used to see styles in different shape or forms. Even when artists themselves don't see that. So I cannot pass it. Damn it. Okay. So this should be 0 free free, because 3 free 0 is a complete possible thing version that can happen later on. So I need to pass a CDFS stream. But seems like I cannot do that. So because version recognition already have happened, I just need to do these things again. So, right, so we just, here we delete this. But now I'm going to, on guitar, if I will be able, I will come back. Wish you a good stream. Thank you. By the way, have a good lesson. Have a good lesson in that. So now we delete this thing from here. So we just delete the version of the file, pass it away, and then we check for the if we open the file or not. This part we need to close it. So that's the version recognition of the save files. Now I need some changes. Okay, so first thing first, we need to say the type of it, and then decide based what to read and what to like create. what to read and what to save based on the functions we have, right? So now what do we have here? Okay, the icon, the name, and everything. Okay, this is the read file, isn't it? The read function. Yeah, it's the read function. So here's a save function. So we have some path here. We need to change this. We need to overhaul this as a whole. This needs to be overhauled as a whole, because we are, after rewriting the version of the save file, we are writing okay, the amount of, we loop between the amount of functions. Then okay, so this loop needs to be changed. So if that's the main loop, if I in the main loop, so I'm getting the path, I'm writing the path. Why the hell? It has some sort of bugs. Because I should have like gone this backwards. I should have accepted this backwards. So now we read data size. We go. Oh no! The first thing we read is sound path. We read the key size. So read the data size, and then we read the key size. We make a buffer based on the key size. We read to our buffer. We nullify our end of the buffer. Then we copy the buffer to the sound path and delete our buffer. That's our one way to do it. So then we go towards the icon and everything, right? Because it's optimized better to read icon and every icon or not, and it saves icon. So here in our main save loop, so I remember we add properties to something that we can recognize. The box. So what the hell is exactly a C box? It's a Q group box. Okay. So that, to be exact, means Q group box. These file children are box index. Okay. So deck func ins. Oh, that actually makes my job very easier. The thing that I did here makes it very, very, very easy. I have thought of doing this before. Good. So Now we do a switch here with this input, right? Dot property, it should be a string type eg dot to integer, right? Then okay, we make case 0, right? So this probably goes to the end of the loop than anything else. Yep. So you guys go here, right? So now we changed our save file to this, but the first thing going to be right here is now this int so whatever the case of switch may be, I don't care, right? We would assign an integer to, okay, so integer type g this, so the switch decides based on this, and then we write this type g with the size of integer. So now this type first gets written, then the switch, then based on each type we decide what to write next. Actually, this is a little bit helpful because if we're just going to add switch cases to it, right? If we're going to just add switch cases to it, we don't need to change this version number. Because then we have like type 1 and we add switch 1 and it reads 1 and it reads based on the 1. We don't need the changing the like the save version, which is very good, very cool, very demure. So now onto the UI part, right? So now for each loop that it does, right, it needs to read a second type of integer, int type g. We just basically copy this here, right? A file read type g with the size of integer, right? Then we make a switch here, which are type G. Our type G is argument of our switch, case 0, right? Then all of this, I think, needs to be added. I don't know where's the end of the loop, to be exact. Okay. Good. I'm making a UI while in the loop, which is good. Right? So now we need to add an additional thing. Right? So then okay, sound path, sound name, iPad. Right? Everything is the same, except I make this C-box. So, C-box. Probably I can optimize it better later on, but for now we do it like this. Type G. Type G. Right? We can put it a constant variable which help which how do you call it? Helps compiler to more optimize it more from the constant table of assembly. But because later on I'm going to switch this around, I'm probably better off not doing that. Okay, so this has become the case, right? So for you, for this, we bring up constant. So where is that thing I made there? C-box type G. There we go. Right? We know for sure our type G is 0 here. So we just put it constant on 0. Right? So it should technically work. Okay. So here I make a backup of my save VST save file so I can test it out if it works properly or not. I hope it works. I just hope it works. So Control C to backup. We do it here. Now build VHelp. Okay. I'm just worried that I might trigger save function in somewhere that I have not recognized it yet. Okay, it's straight up about 10 kilobytes and added to the executable file. I hope it does work. Yes! It works. So now we need to do one thing. If we read an old save file, save it again. Save VSD. So basically that would be our conversion that we read the file, then we save the file. So old file, so now if I do it, okay, that's good. If I read that file, but here I crash. So okay, first we go to the VSD, see where the crash is coming from. Okay, so context menu, tool, exit, context menu, custom context menu, VSD context. So it would show us this. This would get converted to here. Oh, that actually makes sense. That actually makes sense. Okay, so because we didn't initialize all boxes. Okay. So it's probably in the fchooser 1, I'm thinking. If it has a correct S path, so out 1 minute. I need to check something. I need to check something real quick. So I probably need to debug this crash and why this crash is happening to begin with. I have no idea why this crash is happening to begin with. It's definitely me making a bug somewhere. It's definitely me making bugs somewhere. I don't want to go based on count for now. So we go based on C library, printf. So we just print before launching VHelp. That's it. That's all I'm going to put for the debug. That's definitely enough for me to understand what is happening. Where did I make the bug? Okay. So, edit. It's before that. It's before VHelp happens. So, I make a bunch of things. Oh, thank you for the raid! Thank you for the raid, con man! Thank you! So, for the raid to understand what I'm doing here, oh, I opened the wrong thing. So, for the raid, I'm developing a program called VHelp, which is for helping VTubers, right? It is still in alpha version. Like, I had like 2 releases of alpha versions. I'm working on the 3rd release. I'm working on the third alpha release. So, actually, this whole program going to be open sourced. So I don't really care if I show the codes. Thank you again, Combat, for the raid. Thank you. Thank you for the following as well. Thank you. So, do I need to explain it again? Because you read it again, I will explain it again. I'm working on a program called VHelp, which is for helping VTubers. VHelp is a program I'm developing for helping VTubers. And it has a bunch of features, including an OBS plugin. It has a virtual stream deck, which I'm currently working on. It has shortcut handling for emotes and everything. And it's actually the program that I'm using for my own VTubing. So it is in it is in alpha, and I have made 2 alpha releases until now, and I'm working on the 3rd alpha release right now. That's it. That's VHelp. So it's generally for helping VTubers, although I think it can help streamers, because normal Flash streamers, because some certain features like virtual stream deck it has. So let's continue with developing it. I was chasing a crash which is happening. I don't understand where that crash is coming from, because I added up. Nice. I've been thinking about getting into VTubing, so I saw something called VHelp and decided this is Okay. It's got VHelp because it's VTubers help. That's why I called it VHelp. Well, although I think I later down the line, because of copyright reasons, I need to rename it. But it's going to be copyright. It needs to be open source later on, so who cares? Stop. Now let's see where that bug is coming from. Where that crash. So, before launching FChoser, so this is the hair. I probably need a more distinguishable text here before going through objects, right? So based on my guesses, is that somehow this is overshooting. Somehow this is overshooting, which causes the crash. So now I make two text here and here. So this is before loop of finding, after loop of finding. Because here I'm going through indexes of a list, and I think somehow I'm going I'm outbounding that list. So because it's out of bound, it crashes. That's my guess here. We'll see. We'll see if it says this, but it doesn't say this. It means it crashes during this checking. That's how you can recognize it. So now edit after loop of finding. Nope, it's not out of bound either because it crashes after finding the box. Interesting. Okay, so that's my problem. These things are not existing yet. I should put this here before them. Okay, then I need to make a switch here. Switch cbox property. So before that, I make an integer type G equals to, I basically get this property out of it, right? Then we decide here based on this integer, and then we decide here based on this integer. Then I bring this down, case 0, which is audio case. By the way, Mancon, if you want any help with VTubing, I can happily provide you. I kind of forgot. I got lost in the sauce. But if any helping with VTubing you want, you can just contact me and I will provide you if you're still in views. So let's delete this, bring this here. And now this should solve the crashes. Okay. Now we test to see whether it has been solved or not. What, it crashes at the start? Okay. Ah, it works. Nice. Okay. I don't need you anymore. So, changing of the save files it happened. Okay. So, changing virtual string deck save file to remember button functions that have been done. Okay, so adding all string deck functions to a string list. Optimizing a string list, add button functions other than playing audio. Okay. So, if I go to the VST file, which is for handling virtual string deck, how does this play fun, which is playing audio, is getting handled? Ah, good that I did that. So I can technically add more functions to it. But the question is, how did I handle it? Because I know I handled some sort of button press simulation for in case of assigning, second keyboard shortcut key to it. But I don't get where it is coming from. I don't remember very well how I handled it. So now I should trace it back from the engine, the second keyboard handling engine. So here is the handling engine. So here's the second book. Okay. Item click. Here it is. If it is item click, function the all key maps data functions. So emit item click this. But how I handled it? Surely I just didn't gone through raw dogged it. I think. Oh, the function variable is the functions that it should send. Okay, that's how I handled it. So it sends a signal to somewhere. How did I handle that signal? to VST click, deck, find children. I did it in the most unga bunga way. It's literally if you press the button with your mouse, but programmatically. So that's actually good. That's actually good that I did that, because it means that I have made that part flexible as well. So now we need optimizing a string list and adding all the stream deck functions. Stop. If I remember correctly, queue a string list. There was a very, very good way that very, very optimized way that Qt have provided to make a string list optimized way. This way. If you want to do it aesthetically, this is the best way to do it and optimized. So now okay, so if I remember correctly, function this is here, so we just copy paste out of here. So play sound, create folder, and what do we have here? Open browser. Okay. So, these have been done. So, we need all functions to add to a string list, and we program based on each function we add. Okay. So I need to Google that because I don't have a Stream Deck. Functions. Right? So okay. Action, sharing, trigger, action, and folder, how to set image or GIF as a screensaver. I need to make it. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to do this as well. GIFs support across all buttons. Button icons. I wanted to do this as well. So now Twitter tweet. Oh, there's a tweet API implementation. That would be for now. I add Windows thing. Oh, Elgato OBS Studio Actions. We already do support that. Twitch. This is a volume control plugin. Volume control plugin. How are you need plugin for volume control? So, Okay. I need to think a way to assign a shortcut to volumes. So assigning shortcut to volume a slider, but this whole thing goes to a string list, obviously. So volume slider. So this is software pedal change logs. Okay. So multi-action delays. I will add it later on. I have not thought of it before, but I can certainly add it. My engine, I have added the engine in a way that to support it. Add multi-function delay. Because if you don't, if you didn't have analyzed here, here's the engine has a delay because Windows needs a time. Windows needs a time to register the new keys and new things that are happening. So you give Windows a time here, then you move on, right? You can't technically make another like waiting around here that is for delaying between things. Like after you finish the first loop, right, you go and make a delay and then you'll go towards the second loop. I can't do that. That's pretty easy, but that probably needs save file adjustment. Okay. So what else do we need? Twitch account, volume control, device orientation, pages, audio claim, music sound, install icon pack. We don't need icon pack. Why? This is dumb, Elgato. They can just easily locate something. Okay. Use music and sound effect. Switch profile. Oh, profile support going to add added somewhere down the line. I have already made up my mind to make profile support because I kind of need it, but so XSplit, custom tile, customizing key icon using folders, game capture, Streamlabs, Twitter integration, Twitch integration, but I'm going to do YouTube integration because those who do YouTube stream, they're going to not have these things. Controlling Elgato key light, pairing Evlight. That's all it can do? I thought it would do more. A Stream Deck actions. So Windows display settings, Discord. So Okay. So it has multimedia. Okay. Multimedia, open, close. Okay. So, VSD, open, close. Okay. Text. Hotkey switch, we have that. Website, we have that. So, what the hell is text doing? Type predefined text such as note, like in ASCII character, you have option to enter after your message. So it's print that on your, okay, that's unnecessary here. Okay. TPS stream Twitch integration. Keylight. So it has game capture. So we just need to add game capture to it. Game capture going to be for the next release. Okay. For now, I want to just add system actions. So now for doing H1, for doing H1, I need to define a function. Okay, so this is index 0, this is index 1, index 2, index 3, and index 4. So until 4 indexes, I should make cases everywhere that I made flexible. So first switch, right? Switch case 0, case 1, oh, it's outside the switch statement. So case 1, whatever we put here, then break. Okay. Case 2, then break. Case 3, then break. I need case 4 for it, I guess. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need 5. Okay. Case 4. Break. Case 5. Break. Okay. We just add this to every switch statement we had. Why this is getting a warning? Reading invalid data from fchooser. Readable size is 16 byte, but user chose by the maybe read. Until I'm in the specific boundary of 16 byte, it would be enough. So oh, wait a minute, it's inside the switch or not? No, it's outside of the switch. It's okay. Okay, good. So now I need to do something else. Okay, so another switch. Okay, we add the cases here. Again, adding the cases here. So this should be all of them. Okay, so file chooser. So every time there is a switch now, we could do this, right? Then switch here, we do this, another switch somewhere. Okay. So now all of our switch should have all of the cases. Yes, it does. Now we need to add that to our save file. Right? So I don't touch you. You're the one here. So end of that would be here, brick. This is end of the switch. Is this the case or what? This is end of the case. So we add brick here. Holy shit. Make it well organized. Probably currently this would get optimized out by the compiler because there is nothing these cases would execute, but it makes placeholder for later on execution to add more codes here. So actually this brick should go here. Okay, you go there, you go there, you go there, you go here, you go here, and you go here. Okay, then all of these bricks needs to have this added to them. This definitely should be end of the case. Yes, it is end of the case. Good. So this is for the read file, read function. For the save function, we do the same, and we brick here. Okay, that would be good enough. Okay. Only I optimize this part of the UI handling here. Then this is the end of this history. Okay, so CBox creation should happen at the start of the loop, right? It should happen at the start of the loop. So then we define something like this at the end of the loop. So we go, and actually I'm not going to close the file. Okay, for now, let's bring this down. Okay, this is end of the loop. So that would add it to at the end of each loop. The file close would happen after loop got ended, right? So here. So now we read the file. We read the type first, decide what to do based on the type. Then we read all the necessary data from that for that specific type, create the UI for that type, then loop until we cover all the things we need to cover. Okay. So for loop needs to happen here until pmap, right? So okay, this is the icon and everything. Okay, so I make here I'm making an array of everything, right? I'm making an array of it. Then here I probably should do it the same there. Okay, so file read sound path, file read. Okay, sticky comb. Yeah, I think I'm making an array of it. Vector u short. Oh, I'm making. So what I'm doing with these combos here. Okay, creating the UI in that part of the program, which would make sense. This would probably be outside of the switch. Probably I can optimize it better. So sound name. Okay, but elf button string blah blah blah. So for some reason YouTube today it's a little bit weird. Why it shows everything like that? Oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes sense. Okay. I have things to do after this stream. So okay, for data size, I'm looping between them. Yeah, that's okay. I said why YouTube is weird today. It's okay. Okay. So that's it. That's the end of this stream. Now VHelp has these things. At the end of this, I just need to code for each one of them what UI needs to be implemented. It has all of the sound systematic things of Elgato, which is good. Then I can edit this as well. Probably I need to edit type later on as well. But yeah, that's the end of this stream. Until the next stream, which is tomorrow. Bye-bye.